Good afternoon, beloved colleagues, fellow public servants. And this afternoon, I would like to give a special greeting to my colleague, Pastor Brian Marion, from the United Independent Movement, the party that I represent today, as well as the other entity that I proudly represent, and that is the public of Johannesburg, our employers. You are relevant, thank you. Okay, so greetings to my fellow public servants. The people that are most important here are not the people that are sitting in this building. They are not the people who try to be relevant by screaming and shouting, even if they don't have spraakbeurt. It is the people that are sitting out there struggling and suffering because of incompetence of what's happening in here. I don't care who sits in governance or who sits on what seat, as long as the job is done. Okay, so it would have been a fantastic idea, it's just a suggestion, if we could have had civilian or civil groups in this building and for them to have the opportunity to ask the questions that is not being asked because the people, myself included sometimes, do not ask the relevant questions on behalf of the people. There are civilians that have sent in petitions to this body, and the petitions have a backlog for as far as 2012. How on earth is that possible, sir? Very good speech yesterday. The deliverance thereof.
Councillor Abdool.
There was.
Councillor Abdool, there's a hand. Kindly take your seat. Councillor Sifumba, you can proceed.
Speaker, I rise to really call order on the other side. It's really disheartening to try and to listen to another public rep and they're busy screaming like we're in some shibin somewhere in Gomorrah. It's unacceptable.
Councillor Sifumba, it goes both ways. Councillors, the screaming goes both ways. All the councillors must be called to order to pay attention. Whether it's screaming or getting up and being disruptive when somebody's talking, it's just unacceptable. So, Councillor Abdool, please proceed.
Thank you. I did miss, however, a few words in the speech, and I will never ever attack the speaker of the speech. But I did miss words like consequential management and accountability, of which we should all be responsible for. The misappropriation of public funds, the salaries that are being paid to people that are suspended, which is mind-boggling. We need to clean the house. We cannot continue to waste funds by doing things like that. People are not in the building, they are not working, and yet salaries are being paid. My speech is not going to be long. I would like to ask the executive mayor regarding the security wardens, the 2,000. Thank you. I don't know where the funds is going to come from, but it's going to happen, I suppose. Will it be representative of everyone? Will it be representative of the people, the descendants of the First Nation people, in other words, the Khoi and the San? Will it be representative of the South Africans from Asian descent, or will you be copying what the national government and provincial government is doing, and that is to exclude certain people in this country that also contributes to this country's economy? What we need to understand is we are all South Africans sitting here, and it doesn't matter what your history is, whether it is Chinese, Portuguese, Indian, whatever, Nigerian, Zimbabwean, it does not matter. We are here and we are here to build this country. If people are going to criticize one another from where they come from, we are losing. There are two groups of people in this building. Those who care and those who don't care. You have to decide where you sit. And then lastly, Madam Speaker, I'm sure you will agree with me that one cannot wear the cloak of Deborah while you function under the spirit of Jezebel. Thank you.